are they able to do it? Physically, you find it challenging, but they are able to do it because they like it. They want it. They want to contribute. They want to give it to the people. So when you are passionate about something, it becomes pleasure. When it is pleasure, you achieve more. So that's why it is very important that youth understand their personal potential before they get into anything.
Thank you very much, sir. Here I have two questions for you. Number one is, during COVID-19, we know many people lost their job, or many people get out of their business. So now they have to be rejoined anywhere, or they have to restart any other business or the same business. So in this connection, how personal development can help them?
Actually, we have done a program called Bounce Back, which is especially during this pandemic period, where we covered different topics, how people can bounce back in their life, having suffered in COVID. Having said that, now you see, either pandemic or not pandemic, these are the challenges of life. It can happen to you, it can happen anytime. Today it's pandemic, tomorrow it can be something else. So basically what one need to have is that grit. Which you will have that grit when you equip yourself to be confident. You will become confident when you constantly invest yourself into personal development. What happens usually is when your person is in a job or in something, he gets into kind of a known environment, that which is called a comfort zone. When he gets into this comfort zone, he thinks it's okay, I'm doing fine. So he will not invest himself, his time, his energies, his money into improving himself, getting some new skill, new talent, new this thing. Okay. When you do that, even if you lose this, you have something else coming up your way because you have talent, you have that skill. Now that you ask that people who got laid down or who have become redundant due to pandemic, again, one need to make self-assessment. What am I? What is my strength? Okay, which direction is good for me? This may not be easy doing it individually. So he better talk to his peers, talk to professionals, seek help, okay? Then launch himself into a particular direction, and if required, acquire new skills, new talents. Because times are changing. Like since the pandemic time, the way things are happening have dramatically changed. So of course, one need to be equipped to handle that.
Perfect, sir. Here you again give me some new food for thought. So before going to my regular question or questionnaire, I would like to know, you have mentioned that one person should know his personal potential, number one. Again, you said self-assessment, what he is good at. So these are something new for any graduate or any ordinary people or any ordinary executives even. So self-assessment, what he is great at. So how he could identify this? In this connection, how a career coach, for example, how a career coach can help him out to identify his potential. And is it possible to have this self-assessment or identification of his core competency without any coaches? Is it possible? So these two-dimensional questions.
See, one is, we can run another session on doing a self-assessment. That's another story. Okay. But then, yes, it is not easy for, especially at student level, to think of self-assessment. But there is something called SWOT analysis, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, that is challenges. So one has to look at this segment, look at this quadrant. Okay, what am I? What is my strength? What is my weakness? And with this, whatever I am, what are the opportunities available out there? And who's my competition? What is the challenge out there? These things one need to look at. Now, as you said, it is not easy for individual to do it on his own, especially at student level. So maybe it is better he talk to his teacher, his guides, or his seniors. Okay, and if required, he should seek help from coaches. Why not? Why not? Because you see, all the successful people that we have today, from the biggest names to even the average people, they're all there today because at one point of time they have, I mean, especially those periods of time for their life, they were in a very, very tough situation. They were hand to mouth and they have almost nothing to live. And yet they invested in personal development. They attended some course, they have done some program, they have listened to somebody, they have got trained by somebody because they knew that this will take them a long way. That will change them. And that has changed them. And that's how they became. So one need to invest his time, his energies, his efforts, all of this.
Actually, you have rightly mentioned that one needs to invest in personal development. It will give him a boost in his career. So, before investing our valuable time, valuable energy, even valuable money in personal development, I should be confident enough, I should be convinced enough, yes, it will give me a boost. So, again, I would like to ask you, why personal development is important for any person or any career seeking person?
See, why? It has many reasons. Okay, reasons could be what you call, of course, the basic fundamental thing is that you want to improve yourself. Okay, you want to live a better life. Okay, but then more than that, see how I would like to mention here about Maslow's theory of hierarchy. Okay, according to Maslow's theory of hierarchy, as a human being, the first thing that he would look for is his physical needs: food, clothing, shelter, basic needs. Once he has this, once he's satisfied with this, then he gets into, he would look for safety. He would want to avoid any threat from outside, okay, from other dangers, either physical or any other dangers. Once that is satisfied, then he looks for belonging. He would like to belong to some tribe, some group, some, it could be family, it could be society, some kind of affiliation. Once that is done, he looks for esteem needs. Esteem needs is like being competent, being intelligent, being self-reliant, okay, and being respected by others. Once that is done, he looks for cognitive needs. Cognitive needs means it's a desire for knowledge, desire for being intelligent, desire for understanding things, okay, which in turn, of course, gives him recognition. Then once that is done, then he looks for aesthetic needs. Aesthetic need means need to look good, need to look beautiful, need to look handsome, okay? He wants more and more kind of recognition. Once all these things are done, then he reaches the final thing, that is self-actualization. Self-actualization means you want to achieve all that you can, all that you are potential of, reaching the full potential. And if you could do 100 things, you do 100 things before end of your time, becoming everything that you can be. That's why when you want to achieve this kind of thing, your personal development is required here. And also there are, I would like to list a few important reasons